Hello, everybody. Ziodesk111 here, and welcome back to more Civilization VII. I have built a few temples, and I've converted cities left, right, and center to my religion, even though it appears to be failing in some places that I'm not really aware of. But through all of this, I still appear to be stuck on phase 4 of my cultural legacy path. Even though all I need to do to reach the next milestone is display 2 more relics in the temples that I've built. And going into this menu, I have 5 relics that I can place in each of my temples and the palace in Roma, including the Amida Buddha, which I'm going to assign right now. I only have 1 short of what I need for the next milestone, but I'm not giving up hope just yet. With a mix of skill and luck, I may just, well, reach that relic, whatever the cost.
The social pact ensures that men become equal by covenant and by right.
Society has been completed again. And I'm pretty sure that would be Catholicism conversion for Quis. And a narrative choice. New currents in the arts. As a community, authors and visual artists band together under one inspiring imperative: to expand the mind, freeing each individual from dated social constraints. I get a massive boost of either culture or happiness. I can either deconstruct the old ways for art for culture, or hold to tradition in creative peace. I didn't mean to right-click again! Why do I keep doing that? Oh, man. Boy, oh boy. But I am going to hold to tradition in creative practice. I thought it said peace at first, but it is practice. It's gonna give me a massive boost to happiness come the next celebration. And to further grow Roma, do I want another improvement or another specialist? I'm gonna go ahead and add a specialist right here, so Roma can be further specialized. I'm gonna do Mastery of Authority next, since it only takes 4 turns to do. Here comes a rival missionary with Hinduism. And he's offering me a local festival together. I will go ahead and support. Look at how much influence I have. I want to go ahead and use it to start my own endeavors. The Ginseng Agreement, which he supports, and a Ginseng Agreement with Napoleon, which he only accepts, but that's okay. 2 different things, doing 2 different things. Oh, what's this? We met another Civ.
Ada, a pleasure. Tell me, what are your thoughts on calculus?
Wow. Calculus is what Ada is interested in. And she's of the Mongolian Empire. somehow. Guess it must have been because of an antiquity age choice. I am going to give her a friendly greeting. She looks charming to have around. Ada Lovelace. I kind of want to do a local festival with her. Should she accept? And she does. Great. Narrative choice. International diplomat. Ben Franklin listens closely to recent reports from distant shores. Many opportunities await, new friends and great riches. The only question is where to begin. A political foothold is paramount. Become suzerain of an independent power in the distant lands. Or coffers are looking empty. I'm guessing that the quest is to become the suzerain of an independent power in distant lands. I think I'm gonna do the political foothold to see if I can complete that quest. Not much I can do here yet. But I can go ahead and use my last remaining charge to convert this into Catholicism. And that's pretty much it. I can do House of Wisdom for my next wonder in Ostia. The Gate of All Nations is the only wonder I have in Ostia. In fact, the only wonder I have that's outside of Rome. How about I fix that? And I am going to go ahead and place it here, like that. It's not gonna get us much happiness, but it is gonna do good things for science and culture, at least. And I can get a knight in here. I think that's a tier 2.
I have collected all the writings and burnt those which were of no use.
I think the knight is a tier 2 exploration unit. Given that the game classifies it as such. Catholicism is fading, and that's not good. Big yikes here.
If shipbuilding art were in the wood, ships would exist by nature.
We unlocked shipbuilding at long last, and that means all naval units can safely travel across deep ocean terrain without taking any damage. I think you know what this means. This is all still coastal waters. Or no, this tile is the coastal tile. This is all open ocean otherwise. I'm gonna go ahead and do shipbuilding too, for good measure. Do I really need another wonder in Roma? Maybe I should leave the Forbidden City to any other civilizations that want it. I'll go ahead and get another knight in here now. Ooh, pretty mysterious waters, and we're already discovering land. Foreign leaders returning treasure. The first of Himiko High Shaman's treasure fleets has just reached their port safely. This is a step down the treasure fleet legacy path for them. If we hope to succeed, we must establish our own land settlements. Well, that'll depend on how safe the lands are gonna be, depending on what barbarians and other hostilities await us there. I know land units aren't able to embark yet. I'll need to research shipbuilding too for that. Seems that the lands so far turn out to be nothing more than mere islands. And we got a celebration abound. Plus 20 food. Plus 20% food for 10 turns. Again. Celebration's 10 for 50 XP. I can do patronage for plus 1 culture on each culture adjacency. Culture overall is still gonna be increased. Trade opportunity in Stung Treng. I could send another merchant over there for assessment. Just like this. Oh, the House of Wisdom is still being constructed. What? I just had a duplicate wonder building queue active. What happened? Okay, so land units can embark at this time. What does shipbuilding 2 do again? Okay, so all embarked land units may enter deep ocean terrain. Okay, so I guess the open ocean does count as deep ocean.
Plenty of money maketh generally things dear, and scarcity of money maketh likewise generally things good cheap.
Though I'm still wondering if there's a separate tile type for deep ocean that I'm not really aware of. Man. So far, all we're discovering is islands. I think it's time that we did another Spanish exclusive civic. Council of the Indies. When do I get Council of the Indies at? Oh, we are... Did we already research that? Oh, we have to achieve mastery of that. I get it now. I was wondering when I would unlock the Casa de Contracción. Guess it was later than I thought it would be. Okay, so I'll have to send my merchant unit over to Stung Treng to assess trading conditions there. Confucianism majority. Oh, God forbid if Puteoli ever gets converted. Things won't be looking up for my religion. Yeah, so far it's just these islands in the ocean. I'll have to explore further eastward to get somewhere in my exploration efforts. Not really any land down here still. Wait, what? Why'd my ship just go down southeast? What? Well, I can still at least have my cog go eastward, evermore. We have completed a milestone and got a 6th relic.
Do not mix the truth with falsehood, or conceal the truth while you know it.
Oh. Might it be because we completed the House of Wisdom? That does sound pretty nice to have it in my Civ. The reliquary shines with gold, jewels, and with the collected hopes of the faithful. You've displayed 6 relics. Now you can earn relics through your reliquary belief, but you can also earn them through narrative events, becoming suzerain of a city-state, and more. Next objective, display 9 relics, the 2nd milestone along the Toshakana legacy path. Objective accepted. And... whoa! I have 8 relics on display? When did I get 8 relics? Oh, the House of Wisdom wonder. I see now. Guess the only thing left for me to do to complete the next milestone is to get another temple in here. Get another temple in here. I said temple. How is that a thing? Well, still. I'm getting some upgrades for my units. Tercio. Which would be Tercio 2s. Does cost a lot of gold, sure. But still, getting my army stronger should be a priority. Every Civ should have if they want a domination victory, or whatever the equivalent of a domination victory this game would have. Oh, more land, and look who we've met. Kung Fu Z, which is a nickname for Confucius, I would say. I gotta be friendly. I think he's one of the first leaders I've met of the distant lands. How about we have a local festival to celebrate? Good on accepting it. Okay. Mastery of shipbuilding is gonna be completed in just 1 turn. Good on me for expanding my horizons. Command units. Let's start a trade route in Stung Trang. Mispronounced it for a moment. City. You know what? I think it might be time to upgrade Puteoli into a full-fledged city. In 3, 2, 1, 0. In 3, 2, 1, 0. As I was saying. I can now produce whatever wonders I want, including the Tomb of Askia. +2 resource capacity in this settlement. +2 gold and +1 production in this settlement for every resource assigned to it. Ageless. 4 desert tiles. I know what to do. It's gonna be outside of the capital between a few regular improvements. Puteoli City. I'm assigning Jade to it. There we go. Nice and clean. Wonder placement.
If shipbuilding art were in the wood, ships would exist by nature.
There we go. We mastered shipbuilding at long last. Now I can get along to exploring the distant lands. If this qualifies as a distant land. Woodcutter? Shoot. Castles, Heraldry 2, Feudalism 2. Let's do Feudalism 2. And... maybe I can get a settler in here for just in case I'm ready to settle within these new lands. I forgot about me building a temple until now, but... and I've gotta replace one of these improvements with it. Well, maybe the woodcutter can be replaced. And there we go! Milestone complete. It is whispered that our relics give divine aid to our cause. True or not, it is an impressive collection. Tell me about it. You've displayed 9 relics. You can earn relics through your reliquary belief. I know about this. Next objective, collect and display 12 relics, the third and final milestone along the Toshakana legacy path. If I get 12 relics, then I believe I'm well on my way to a cultural golden age. Amazing. And I am way ahead of the others, especially in culture. I think this may be a placeholder legacy point that we get between ages. Not 100% sure, but that's my theory. Resource assignments available. It doesn't really apply all that much. Now I can have my land units traverse through ocean tiles. How nice. Another island up here, it looks like. With a cocoa resource available.
We came to serve God. and get rich.
New World Riches is done. Quality or quantity? As Spain's art industry blossoms alongside its growth on the world stage, the theater sees an ocean of new plays, and a quixotic novel captures imaginations. Passionate lovers of the arts practically come to blows on the ideal form of storytelling. +1 expansionist attribute point if I say new plays keep the theater alive at home and abroad, or militaristic attribute point for the novel's critique of chivalry being profound. I want to expand. New World Riches. Oh, wait. What was it that? Oh, the Casa de Contracción unlocks once I complete Council of the Indies too, so. Plus, it only takes 4 turns as well. So. And. I'm gonna do +10 growth rate in cities. 10% growth rate. Don't know why I keep leaving out the percent. It would definitely help if I stopped doing that. Somehow. Okay, we discovered a big-ish island that I can potentially settle on. Of course, that'll depend on how feasible it would be to maintain a population there. I'm going to actually do a research initiative in Roma right now, after having completed my settler unit. That's nice. I'm unsure if I can form formations with civilian and military units. I'll try it, and if it doesn't work, so be it. I'm just glad I'm finally getting to explore the new world for the first time in this game.
A vapor like an oven's fire boiled up for days from the depths of the sea, and the whole place burned like fire.
We found another natural wonder named Thera, and it's a volcano. Let's hope no one's near it when it violently erupts. So it's a multi-tile natural wonder that I'll have to be careful when exploring. There seems to be some land available for me to settle on. So long as the other civs over there are gonna be okay with it, so will I. I'll just keep having my land units explore down here and over in these unexplored areas. Ooh. A new continent, and we're naming it Atlantis. Ooh. Maybe I should get this Tercio over onto this island to explore it a little further. And we discover some spice resources over there. Now I want to settle there even more. Despite the risk of the volcano erupting, kinda sounds pretty easy to make a living off the spice trade, along with a little bit of cocoa, too. The Ming Empire can potentially get in our way.
I have a glove into which I can put your whole city. The king established all his knights, gave them lands, and charged them to give mercy.
More new tech and civics completed. Next is... let's do machinery 2 and civic new world riches 2. Glad I remembered to include the 2. And we can finally build the Casa de Contracción. Somewhere. Let's say right here. Down south. Ostia City now has another slot available. I'm gonna assign one of my ivory resources over to it, even though cotton and all the ivory resources I have are owned by another civ. So trading can sometimes throw off who owns who. I'll have to keep that in mind for when I trade with others in the future. I'm gonna have my settler work its way towards this tile right here, which has the city icon. Looks like a little hexagonal Q it's shaping up to be. A hexagonal Q with a little bite taken out of it on the left side. An interesting place to settle my next city. And a little bit dangerous given the volcano. But all in all, it should be suitable enough to expand my empire even further in. I can't really move my cog anywhere else this turn. We're further exploring upwards in this new continent. Confucius is denouncing my military presence on their borders. Even though I have only one unit and you're already denouncing it. You kidding me? Guess I must do what's right. Agree to not attack each other, the other civilization for the duration of this diplomatic action. Gratitude received. You're lucky I'm a peaceful nation. Well, I am now. Not so much in the Antiquity Age.
I worked my wits and thoughts about shapes and figures.
Though I'm not too sure how kindly he's gonna take to me settling my my first city on a landmass that isn't my origin one. Let's do castles next. Get it out of the way. I can definitely see why this is called the Exploration Age now. Because we get to explore en masse here. Explore the new world to our heart's content. Almost there. Okay, this should prove to be some protection from the Ming should they decide to attack my new settlement. Production. Finally, I can build the Casa de Contracción in Roma. Though I am gonna have to build it up here, so as to not replace any of the existing improvements placed down. And, like so, we can found our first settlement on an island. Sevilla is the name. And we got the challenge completion for Be Fruitful for 25 XP. And I think that is going to about do it for this part. Coming up a little after the 36-minute mark. 15 seconds after, actually. If this were Civ 6, then I would definitely get some era score for settling near a natural wonder. And a volcano on top of that. Though I'm a little nervous about how the volcano is gonna behave during my town of Sevilla's time there. I'm wondering how long my citizens over there can hold on to living in it. But we will see for sure. In time. Until then, thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!